Just before you got in the box here, Jason made a prediction. Why don't we put Ricky to full forward and get... Maybe it's happening.
Where's he going? Oh, jeez, I should coach a team.
You can do it.
Jeez, I'm going to do it one day, I tell you. Start of the third term here. Corio 7-2-44. They lead Bannockburn 6-6-42. Ricky O'Toole one out in the goal square. And back Moore gets it in the middle. Cullen gets a first clear kick towards half forward. Harding leads Charles. Oh, great play. Brett Harding breaks free from the middle. Goes with the right boot towards Zane Carroll. They start this way in the first term. Straight to Zane Carroll at half forward. Chips it over the top to Troy Colliger. Just in front of Andrew Dabrowski. Takes the mark. Plays on now, gets around on his mark. Dabrowski comes at him. He gets free though. Runs forward. Colliger, right foot kick towards King. Andrews works to the front. Can't take the mark. Offhand. Glenn overruns it. The back drainer. Wentworth over the top as well. Tried to tap it out. Ronnie Pilgrim. Turn around. Ronnie. Left foot kick. Goal.
Ronnie.
Rockin' Ronnie. Oh, he's got him started again.
Followed up his 7 in the reserves last
time. He kicks Bannockburn 7-6-48. They lead Corio 7-2-44. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. A minute played.
That's the start they wanted, wasn't it? Bannockburn.
A big smile on his face.
Oh,
He's loving it.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Well, she in the circumstances, can you afford Ricky O'Toole at full forward?
Yeah, well, that's... we'll see in the next 5 minutes, I suppose, Eric. I'll be shifting him if they kick another goal. I'll be getting him back into the centre straight away.
So the ball in the middle.
His feet won't touch the ground.
Moore gets a tap clear. Oh, Keating runs hard at the footy. Picks it up. Handball to Cullen. Cullen under pressure. Misses the handball. Picked up by David White. Kicks it wide to half forward flank. Well, Wentworth, he's got the break here because his opponent in Valley's on the ground slipped over. The left foot kick to the goal square. Mark dropped there by King. They're under pressure. Dabrowski, though, settled just rushes the ball through. Well, he was too casual, I thought, Dabrowski on that occasion. And
I don't think he's seen the Bannockburn fella coming towards him.
Yeah, surely you couldn't miss Ronnie
Pilgrim.
So 7-7-49 Bannockburn. They lead Corio 7-2-44. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard 2 minutes.
Dabrowski plays on from full back, goes wide. Wentworth up. Oh, good mark behind Brett Glenn. He takes the mark. Plays on, goes towards centre wing. Long lead, Clifford. Oh, great mark in front. Stephen Gadd on centre wing. Takes a great grab. Goes laterally to Troy Colliger in the middle. Nappies runs away. Goes to the right boot towards Nailon at half forward. Takes the mark. Ominous signs for Corio. They've started it better. Oh, terrible kick off the boot. Dabrowski gets a hand to it. Tries to tap it on. Damien Clark through the middle. Handball to the big man Moore. Slips over. Goes towards Ronnie again. He's on fire, Ronnie. He gets through a couple. Then he drops the footy. Needs some support. Oh, Nailon. Straight through the middle. In fact, it was Andrews who went through the middle and tried to bust open the pack. Couldn't do so effectively. And it will be a ball up about 35 metres out from Bannockburn's goal. Walker and Moore. They get it to the side of the pack. And the umpire will come in and do it all again.
Well, it's interesting. Bannockburn prepared to concede Ricky O'Toole at full forward and left Robbie Giles on him. So David White free to roam the middle.
Ball up 30 metres out from Bannockburn's goal. Toolman goes up to the side of the pack. Glenn tries to tap it on. Falls towards Ronnie Pilgrim. Plays for a free kick for holding the man and didn't get one. Will be another ball up.
Perhaps it's a wonder why. Had a
claim there.
He had a claim.
He had a claim.
Certainly didn't have the footy.
So a ball up this time 25 metres out from goal. They've just pushed a little bit further forward. Bannockburn. Walker. Nail on. Goes to the side of the pack. Nevada Cornwall's kicks short. Carroll around his body. Left foot kick. One behind to Zane Carroll.
They've just stepped up again, haven't they, Bannockburn?
They have.
Yes, I think they have.
7-8-50 the Tigers. The Devils 7-2-44. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 4 minutes played.
Yes, a danger period here for Corio as Ricky Bigham collects the football and prepares to do the kicking in. They just need to consolidate. Has a lead there from Matty Cullen. Lovely chip pass and finds Cullen at centre half back. Thinking about a handball to Bigham who ran on but kicks it wide. Again looking for support on the wing but Tato runs the footy. Closely attended there by Ross Dillon on this occasion. That's an interesting move if Dillon's out in the wing on Tate. But the ball beats them all over the boundary line. Wing and half forward. Outer side. Moore. Tap down to White. Can't control the footy. Stacks on the middle and umpire Gladkey will move in and take control of the football as the players pick themselves up. Ball handed back to Gladkey. Big pack of players around the football. Out of centre wing here at St Albans. 5 minutes gone. Third quarter. Well, Walker clearly pushed more in the back then, but the ball comes down. Wentworth overruns it. Kicked off the ground there by Colliger. Follows the footy up. Comes back into the middle. Opportunity here for Corio through Cousins. Picks it up. Tries to break a tackle. Gets it to Glenn. Glenn to half forward. Over the head there of Bolchevic. Tate runs onto the footy. Closely attended by Dillon. Both overrun the footy, and Matt Dillon picks it up. Can't break clear. Picked up, well, not picked up by Turner. Finally does. Handball to Ross Dillon. Over to Brett Harding. One grab. Goes across the ground. The lead there from Stain Carroll. Can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Toolman can't pick it up. Gee, there's a few errors creeping into the game in this quarter as, Dabrowski tries to break the pack open, and umpire Gladkey said, I'll control it, and he does as he gets the football back. So centre wing now on the Social Club side of St Albans ground. The ball's come right across the ground as umpire Gladkey now puts the ball up for Walker and Moore to do battle. Walker again. Strength down to Gundry, kick smothered, comes to Matt Cullen, on the left foot goes to half forward, strong chest mark to Walton, handball to Cousins who's running past.
Ricky.
He kicks the ball to the full forward lead of Ricky O'Toole, eludes his opponent there, handball across to Tate. Tate 20 metres out, only got to kick the ball, but it's one, he didn't make the distance, two, it's touched through there for Bannockburn by young Matt Dillon, I think. So another behind to Justin Tate and to Corio. 7-3-45 Corio. They trail Bannockburn 7-8-50. Lexus of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 6.5 minutes.
Giles from fullback. Got Gadd short. He elects to go further afield towards half-back. The lead on from Dillon against Tate. Got a hand to it. Needs some support though. Turner got ripped off the football. No free kick at half-forward. For Corio, the umpire will come in and ball it up. So Turner getting up. Tate gives the football back to umpire Tatnell. And he'll throw the ball in the air for Walton and Moore. Get it down towards Tate. He's got Cullen and Cornwall in support. Gives it to Cullen. Now goes to the left foot kick. Tries to drill it towards Cousins. Chopped off by Clark and also East. East goes out wide looking for Colliger. Sticks the hand up. Takes the mark. Got White in the middle. They're running everywhere. He goes to the right foot kick towards Toolman at half forward. Oh, great mark. No, not paid, said the umpire. Goes to Troy Gundry. Out wide to Ricky Bigham. It's all right. Takes the mark. And got a bit of time to set something up now. Goes towards half forward. The long lead. Cornwall stands there. Takes the mark. He's got Walton by himself. He goes in that direction. Oh, Dillon. Great mark. Matty Dillon. Up against a couple. Bolchevic.
For 17-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And Rob Walton. And he took a great mark. Little chip over the top. Short. Oh, just made it. No, didn't make it a turn. Play on the call. Paul Smith around him. Bolchevic. Short little kick. Out of bounds for a throw in.
Well, I think it was as good as the catches that were previously taken.
Yep.
So a boundary throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side. 7-8, Bannockburn, Corio 7-3. Back into play, Walton got it down towards Cullen from the pack. Goes towards half forward, mark by Tate. No high tackle, said the umpire. Now O'Toole gives him a lead. He goes in that direction against Giles. O'Toole off hands, Clifford. Oh, had it and lost it. Now 3-on-2, Harding will use his pace and run away. Giles gives a Shepherd. And he'll have to shepherd O'Toole, gets a push in the back. No free kick, and Harding sees it over the line for a throw in.
He's got a bit of speed, Hardy, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Covered a bit of ground pretty quick.
He's a whip it.
So ball out of bounds in front of the scoreboard here, which shows Bannockburn 50, Corio 45. The ball comes back into play. Walker does the ruck work, gets it to ground. Cornwall went without it, but this ball forced toward the boundary once again as
Clark is hang on.
So free kick paid to Clark of Bannockburn. Held without the footy. Goes back into the centre of the ground. Gee whiz, there's a bit of a to do at centre half forward. You better keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
So I think Clinton Shaw's in that. In the meantime, Bannockburn are going on with a game of footy. The mark taken by Carroll. Quick handball to Dillon. Magnificent mark by Shane Andrews on the lead, high in the air, and took the mark in front of his face. Nothing at all that Matty King could do on that occasion. So in a similar position to one of the goals he kicked in the first quarter, Shane Andrews, except that he's only 35 metres out on this occasion, and just a bit of a discussion back there behind the play.
A little bit of a melee.
Melee.
So Shane Andrews moves in.
Ooh, looks good.
Ronnie
Yes.
Pilgrim likes it. There's a goal umpire. He certainly does. So it's goal number 5 for Shane Andrews. And is it the beginning of Bannockburn unleashing a bit of power here? 8 goals, 8-56. They lead Corio 7-3-45. Lexus have Wyndham third quarter scoreboard 10 minutes exactly into the third quarter.
Yeah, well, Corio are probably a bit unfortunate. They went up there twice.
Twice,
the Ricky O'Toole bit may have come off for that to capitalise on, but they were a little bit wasteful when they went forward, and they can't afford to do that. They're not going to give them too many sniffs.
Back in the middle, Moore gets it down. Oh, White, great handball to Clark. Outboard to Matty East, running through the middle. Goes with a left boot towards Andrews on the lead. Oh, Trainer! Great mark. And he has taken the mark 45 metres out from goal. He's kicked 5 goals, 1 this afternoon already. And not much more Matty King can do behind him there. Under great pressure, Shane Andrews stuck the arms up and took a great one grabber. He'll come in for goal. Goal number 6.
He's hooked it.
Hooked it.
He's just missed. Not happy with the kick. And 3 for 1 behind 5 goals to his personal tally. And they go to 8-9-57. And they lead Corio 7-3-45. That's on Alexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 11 minutes played.
Just for the record, the score 8-15-3-5 still at Carlton, but a 10-minute delay. Porter of Carlton flattened by Kilpatrick, taking them more than 10 minutes to get him off the field on the card apparently.
Oh, now Bingham
Oh, that's got to be a free kick.
has
Run over
run over the
the line.
line, the 10 metre square. So it'll be a ball up.
I suppose it is finals. They've got to find these little free kicks in the finals, don't they, if they want to continue?
Yes, I suppose. Yeah, good point. Yeah. The coach, the advisors, look at that, Derek, do they?
Oh, I think they would, Laurie. Yeah, there'd be a few extra points for that.
So a ball up, Walker wants to tap it through. Oh, Wentworth
it's
stood
gonna
in
be
the way.
It's a free kick, Dilly.
Oh, he threw his arms back.
And it'll be a ball. It'll be a throw in the right forward pocket.
That's the first bit of activity we had from the coaches, Jason.
I think Welshie woke up at half time. I think he's okay now. We've taken the pillow away from his head, so he's all right now. Boundary throw in.
Got a draft coming through. Back to sleep.
White, handball back towards East. Matty East, short little kick,
Good.
fantastic to Ben
Right.
Nayland.
Start to share the ball a lot now, Bannockburn, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're running a lot harder, Welshie, aren't they, all
and
of
they're
a
hitting their
sudden?
targets too now, Eric, aren't they?
True.
They missed them in the first half, but now things are starting to fall into place for them.
Now, come on, Ben, head over the ball and run straight.
Well, probably with his size.
Ronnie's just told you the same thing, Laurie.
You'd think that perhaps he could control the game centre half forward. Hasn't had a great influence so far.
So Ben Nayland from 45 metres out. Well, he runs very close to the man on the mark.
He's pulled it.
And he hasn't quite got the distance. Good mark in the middle of the pack, Tate.
Tatey.
And he'll try and clear for the Devils.
So Tate now goes wide. Well, only chipped it wide to the outer side. The kick's not too good, but Gundry's up to the task. Picks it up. Blind turns out of trouble. Runs a fair way. Gets the ball to ground. Looking for Lazarick in the middle. Only one hand. He comes back on it. Handball back, but well read by Clark. Long handball back to Colliger across the middle. Colliger now goes across the ground to Toulman, who's got himself a bit of space there and takes the mark ahead of Drowski. Now the lead comes from Andrews. Well, good work, Rick. Matty Cullen it was. He just poked the big hand up there, and Andrews coming toward the footy, and that's what it's all about. You've got to run into those holes in front of the leading forwards, Welshie, and put the body on the line, and that's what Matty Cullen did. So it's out of bounds. 35 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Bannockburn as the ball comes in. Taken cleanly by Nayland. I don't know where he was going there, but he's kicked it to the gentleman in the tennis court, I think, and out of bounds on the full. So Matty King, well, that's interesting. He's played on. He's done everything right. The ball will come back exactly where he had the footy. So now he has to go long. King heading for Dabrowski on the wing. Nayland called him out, didn't take the mark. Picked up there. Well, that's got to be free down the ground, surely, because Colliger was... if it's as he kicked it, umpire, it's down the ground.
I reckon he changed his mind then.
No, he told the player it was as he kicked it. Now, if it's as he kicked it, it's down the ground. So, Colliger, the ball's brought back. The lead is on there from almost Andrew's mark, but can't take it. Picked up by Tate. Looks for the safety of the boundary line and has found it. So just a little bit of a dull period of play deep in the forward line for Bannockburn at the moment. Corio defending stoutly. They'll need to hang on just at the moment because they trail 8-9 to 7-3. 15 minutes into the quarter as the ball comes in. Walker just blatantly pushed Nayland in the back.
He's been doing it a bit most of the day.
And that's the first time he's been pinged.
He's got pinged this time.
So Nayland.
A very good place to be pinged too, close to goal, isn't it?
Well,
he knows where to slot this one. That's between the other two.
Well, he's had the opportunity only a few moments ago from a similar position.
No, he's going to do it.
So he's kicked it atrociously, looking for Zane Carroll. Oh, Carroll's dropping the ball. So
over the shoulder.
I reckon if Carroll had him, he nearly had him around the ankle, not the shoulder. So Dabrowski, a very fortunate free kick there as he dropped the footy, and perhaps the umpires are losing concentration. So Dabrowski, a terrible kick. Reading it well is Stephen Gadd for Bannockburn. Well up from the half-back flank. Little handball to Matty East as he runs past on that beautiful left foot. Looks for Ross Dillon. He's pushed in the back. Not paid. Ronnie Pilgrim crashes through the back. And he's found Nayland again. All of a sudden, Nayland's taken control up forward. He's had about 5 shots at goal. Surely he won't pass this one, Welshie.
No, have a shot here.
Laurie, what would you direct him to?
No, definitely go back and he needs to kick a goal. He's touching the footy. He's just making a few little errors with it. I mean, he can play a bit, this kid, and just get his confidence up. There's another week or so to the finals, and he's going to have a big bearing on the finals.
So Nayland from 45, directly in front, moves in. That's a better looking kick, and it is drifting back.
He's got it this time.
And I think that one might be the one that he's been looking for. No, it's not. So, well, it's his first score, as it turns out, but it's a behind. 8-10-58, Bannockburn. They lead Corio 7-3-45. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 16.5 minutes gone.
Kick in by Dabrowski, went to King, he goes wide. Lazarick over the top, high tackle, got it away though to Tate, got it back to Lazarick through half back. Corio building towards the middle of the ground. Oh, chopped it off though, Peter Moore. Rob Walton leading in, but Moore.
He's coming to it this quarter, Moore.
Handballed it away to Turner. Goes to the left foot, the lead on from Wentworth. Can't take the mark off hands. Lazarick at the back, handball to Bigham. That's Ricky Bigham, goes to the right boot, long towards half forward. Bolshevik against a couple. Shaw goes up, can't take the mark off hands. Great play at the back by Matty Dillon, who runs through centre wing. Goes to the left boot towards half forward. Pilgrim against Lazarick. Over the back, Glenn. So Cry with the numbers. Wentworth gets a shepherd from Lazarick over the back. Handball to Ricky O'Toole down the ground. Goes to Amon Charles. And at centre wing, he goes with a right foot kick. Terrible kick off the boot. Ross Dillon chops it off and takes the mark.
I think Ricky must have got sick of waiting for it to come down the ring.
Handball, gives it away to Brett Harding. Handball back to Ross Dillon. Brother Matt chops it off and takes it away. Goes to the right boot towards half forward, but Dabrowski takes the mark.
Oh, I think he was
just
away
inside the centre square, and he took the mark. Played on now. Goes short to Ricky O'Toole. He chips it over the top towards Matthew Cullen. Handballs it back to Dabrowski. Kept running on centre wing. Goes to the right boot towards half forward. Oh, they're falling down at half forward though, and Stephen Gadd takes the mark. And we'll be able to switch play. Goes to Troy Colliger. He's got Giles running off and also East. He goes back inboard, looking for Zane Carroll, who goes up. Takes a two-grabber, plays on now, turns around, backs himself. Or ran a long way. Now takes a bounce. Goes through centre wing, right foot kick out wide, looking for Wentworth. Glenn against him, does well. Wentworth got a push in the back, no free kick. Glenn tried to get it to the front of the pack. Devils with the numbers. Ricky Bigham gets a shepherd, goes with a right foot kick towards Clifford, goes up, can't take the mark. Ross Dillon rebound again, go towards East in the middle, takes the mark. Moose gets it on back towards Ross Dillon, who runs through the middle, goes to the left boot, long. Toolman, Andrews comes out the drainer, can't take the mark. King, he goes back towards Dabrowski and Glenn. Oh, Dabrowski got a high tackle and should get a free kick. And will take the free kick. Just outside defensive 50, Andrew Dabrowski.
So Dabrowski now. Holding play up, looking for some leads further afield. Finds one on centre wing. He's kicked it to a nest of Bannockburn players. Carroll tries to handball. Finally comes to Gadd. Another little handball to Moore. Moore off a step, goes to half forward. At the back is Toolman. Can't take the mark, and Gundry out points him on that occasion. Takes the footy back towards half forward. Comes to Clifford at the back of the pack. Off a step, goes towards the full forward area, but young Matt Dillon again. Excellent play. Well, handball didn't quite reach Giles, but he's good enough to come back. Now they'll switch the play, Bannockburn. They go right across the ground. Brett Harding calls it and takes the mark between wing and half-back flank. Just a chip pass. The passing finds East. East looking for Colliger, but good work there by Johnny Cousins. Nullified the handball, picked it up, and away he goes toward the forward area for Corio. In front there, mark not taken by Smith. Comes to ground. Clinton Shaw comes clear. Handball to Ross Dillon. Dillon, another handball back to Clark. Clark just a wild kick looking for the safety of the boundary line. Charles a little bit too quick for Colliger on that occasion. Back to Gundry. Gundry off a step on the left foot, goes looking for Clifford at half forward. Brett Harding throws himself at the footy. Weight of numbers there is 3-on-1 to Bannockburn, and the ball forced over the boundary line in front of the Social Club here at the St Albans Reserve. 20 minutes gone, third quarter, 8-10 Bannockburn. They lead Corio 7-3.
Bear to throw in front Tate. Got it to the side of the pack, Cullen, kick smothered by Turner, and a good second effort, left foot kick around the corner, Walker, sits for him okay, Shea Walker, handballs it off to Ricky O'Toole, goes with a right foot kick towards the leader, Bolchevik in front, Dillon, over the back, Giles, kick off the ground, foot race now, Giles to get out there in front, and O'Toole comes across as well. Oh, he ripped off the football by Giles, does well, and gets back onto the right boot, short little kick to David White, handball back inboard to Matt Dillon, who followed it up. Can he get around Cousins? Yes, he can. Pretty confident young boy, goes towards Toolman inside, and he takes the mark. He was nearly off. He handballed it back to Damien Clark. Pee-wee with the right boot towards Andrews on the lead. Outside 50, King's taking him a long way out. Nayland gives him a lead. He goes in that direction now. Bigham gets back there as well, and takes the one-hander, if you don't mind, Ricky Bigham.
Thought Andrews might have had a shot from goal. There's no one within 40 metres of the goal. The chip across the ground goes to Dabrowski. Dabrowski to Cousins. Cousins, good work there by Matty East. Unfortunately, he went without the footy. Nolan comes back, goes for the body instead of the footy. Finally kicked across the ground there by... it was at Valleys of Corio, picked up there by Matty. King, great tackle to him, but it hung on for too long. Advantage paid. Ball picked up by Gundry of Corio. Chips it into the middle. Good work by Clark. Cullen, handball to Charles, but they're under pressure now, Corio. Was Brett Harding again. Picks the footy up and finds Toolman on his own. Has Andrews in the pocket. Can he keep it in? He can. So... I'll tell you what, that's a magnificent goal, Shane Andrews. He chipped to the lead there into the goal square of Zane Carroll. Carroll saw where it was going, shepherded the player out, and it's goal number 6 to Shane Andrews. All of a sudden, everything that Bannockburn are doing is turning to gold. 9-10-64. They lead Corio 7, 3:45, only kicking it behind so far in this third quarter. Corio on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, 22 minutes gone, third quarter.
Yeah, I just, I don't know whether Welshie agrees with me or not, I just feel that Corio just look a little bit leg weary at the moment.
They are.
They're making mistakes, fundamental errors, and I think it's just because they're getting a little bit tired, I think.
Thompson in the ruck, giving Moore a rest. Goes towards Broome, chopped off by Walton. Cousins in there, Walton fights hard for it. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Aaron Broome also on for Troy Colliger. He gets up off the bottom of the pack. So still in the middle.
So Valley's feeling the effects of that tackle back there, or the hip and shoulder.
23.5 minutes played in the third term. And Tate uses the body, tries to break free, can't do so effectively. Free kick found though. And it will go to Justin Tate at the bottom of the pack. Handballs it off to Shea Walker, the big man. Coming at him, Thompson. He goes with the right foot, wide, looking for Bolchevik. This time beats Dillon with the one-hander. Now Bolchevik goes long towards Carlin, and great play, Stephen Gadd, and great pick up on the half volley. Handballs it east at half back, knows he's under pressure, but gets around Valleys easily and takes a bounce, lopes away, always got an hour and a half, Matty East, and delivers beautifully to Zane Carroll in the middle of the ground. Lead on, Ronnie Pilgrim goes in that direction. Rockin' Ronnie against Lazarick, can't take it this time. Through the middle, aim on Charles. Goes with the right foot, out wide, looking for Walker. Sits for him, does it? Yes, it does. The big man can run away. Go with the right boot, long. Towards Bolchevik again, and Tate, who goes up early. Great mark, Matty Dillon.
What a quarter he played.
Takes a great overhead mark. Switches play short to Ross Dillon, his brother. No, bad luck. And Walton turns around, handballs over the top to Tate. Terrible handball. Turner gets back there to butter up. Slings it towards the defensive Gadd, and he runs away, gives it to Harding. Harding, right foot kick towards East, goes up, can't take the mark. Broome off hands, Cousins gets in, rides him into the ground. Falls though to Clinton Shaw on centre wing, goes towards centre half forward. Toolman by himself, takes the mark, holds it up, got White on his outboard. Dabrowski bearing down, but he takes the mark easily.
Oops.
Gives it back to Carroll, then Dabrowski over the top, over the shoulder, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick. And it will be Zane Carroll's free kick, inside 50. So, we see Tom Malone Grant back on, Ben Nayland coming off with
Corky, I think.
Corky, is it?
Just,
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Zane Carroll, who hasn't kicked a goal today, I got him down for 3 behinds.
Correct.
So he'll be lining up from just inside 50. Chance to put the 10th on the board for Bannockburn. Comes in now. And it's pretty good off the boot.
Oh, beautiful kick.
Great kick by Zane Carroll. Through the middle, his first. The 10th for Bannockburn. They go to 10-10-70 and they take control over Corio 7-3-45. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes played.
And I guess that's one of the reasons they bring him back into the side. He's created something up forward for the day. His kicking perhaps has let him down to some degree, but got that one nicely, Laurie.
Oh yeah, look, I agree with that. I mean, he deserves to be in the side. I mean, you've got to go with these kids, and I mean, he's got everything going for him. This kid, he can run, he can jump. Sometimes he drops some easy marks. I feel he should hold, but he's a good kick, and no, he's a valuable player to the side.
In the middle, it came down to Broome, but the ball held up in a pack of players, so the umpire will put it in the air once again. Still in the centre, fairly adjacent to the centre circle. So umpire Formosa takes it back a couple of metres. In the air, Walker and Thompson tap forward to Tate. Tate, the handball looking for Cullen, went further than him. Comes back, well, picked up there by Bellies. He can't get clear. The ball comes to Grant. At the defensive side is Mick Turner. Handball to Wentworth. Oh, just evaded the tackle there. Kicks it wide. Malone Grant on centre wing. Takes the mark on the chest. So Malone Grant now looking for options further forward. The lead has come from Ronnie Pilgrim. Attacks the footy, picks it up. Handball to Matty East. Unfortunately, didn't quite make the mark. And Lazarick follows up over the top by hand to Charles. Almost through it to Lazarick. Lazarick picks it up. Handball under pressure. Coming onto the footy there is Malone Grant. He can't pick it up. Cullen picks it up, and gee, it's accommodative errors at the moment until Shaw. Handball over the top to Clark. If he runs onto the footy and picks it up, he can. Drives it forward now. Really looking for somebody up forward. Andrews attacks the footy. Long handball back to Ronnie Pilgrim. Ronnie's 35 metres out, directly in front, and is an absolute sitter. So Pilgrim's 2 goals, 2 for the day, and Bannockburn now 10-11-71. They lead Corio 7-3-45. Lexus have won them third quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes gone.
Ronnie'd be disappointed with that.
Yep.
He had a great opportunity there.
So we see Rivet back on the ground. Walton taking a rest. Dabrowski from full back. Kicks in to Troy Gundry. Takes the mark. So Troy Gundry in the left back pocket. Goes to the right boot. Long looking for Ricky O'Toole, who goes up and takes a good mark at half back. Handballs it off. No, I thought he was going to handball it to Dabrowski. Yeah. He goes short though with the kick to Glenn, running through half back, goes towards half forward. Oh, in front, Gad.
Tell you what, he's played well.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the back line hasn't played too bad for Bannockburn.
Can switch play to Mick Turner at centre half back, takes the mark, goes back onto his favoured left boot, straight down the middle towards centre half forward. Toolman has to stand his ground. King from behind. Good effort too to handball it away towards Tate running at it, but there is the siren for three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time, it's Bannockburn 10-11-71. They lead Corio 7-3-45. In that term, Bannockburn managed 4 goals, 5, while Corio managed 1 solitary behind. And at three-quarter time, the goal kickers for Bannockburn, 6 to Shane Andrews, 2 to Ron Pilgrim, and singles to Zane Carroll and Clinton Shaw, while for Corio, 2 to John Bolchevik and singles to Justin Tate, Lee Clifford, Chad Rivet, Paul Smith and Amon Charles. It's 10-11-71 Bannockburn. They lead Corio 7-3-45. We'll take a break when we